That's crazy. Ain't no Bryson Tiller is my favorite. It's a change, yeah. Guess you change for the better. Better. I know you know how to make me jealous. What's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Naturally FTW. It's been a little minute, it's been a little while, but we're getting back into it. So today I'm just gonna be doing a get ready with me. So it's gonna be like a 2-in-1. So part 1 is gonna be eyebrows, which is gonna be a separate video, and then I'm gonna just beat the rest of my face. Disclaimer, I am not the best makeup artist. I just started getting into it, and a lot of people on my feed have been asking, you know, what's the dealio, like what's going on? So I was like, let me put out some content, because like I said, again, it's been a little hot minute. I have all my stuff here. This is like my little makeup bag or whatever, and I just cleaned my brushes today, and I did not moisturize. That's why I'm your girl looking like water, like that SpongeBob. Water would be nice. Yeah, I'm looking a little dry in the face, so let's get right into it. I use the Pixie Glow Tonic just so that it can get everything off my face. I'll be squirting it. I put it on the cotton ball. Then I just always go in an upward motion. I have a mirror right here, so if I like look to the side, sorry. This is the only way that I can make it work. I don't got no vanity or DIY vanity or anything like that. And I get my neck too. So it's Glow Tonic. You know, I just washed my face and everything. And then after that, I use my vitamin C serum, Skin Cuticles. I like to shake it. Since I didn't moisturize my face all day, I'm doing 2 pumps. Upward motion. Most of the things that I put on my skin, I do in an upward motion, honestly. I'm looking lively already. I always put moisturizer against Skin Cuticles. I got this from my esthetician. I put about that much. So that's really like a dime size, because I need my face. You know, we still gotta keep our skin looking good under the cake face, you know? Close that up. Next is sunscreen. Even though I'm not going out, you know, I still want to put a little shabazz in it, shabam bam, on my face. I have 2. I have a chemical one and a physical one. I'm trying to find the one that I always use. It's a travel size one. I use the Super Goop Unseen Sunscreen. Again, shake. And I really like this one because it comes out clear and it applies to the skin clear. Alright, so take my fingertips. And this actually works as a primer as well. So sometimes I'll mix it in with my primer, but I'm not doing that today. So let's, now that, you know, our face ain't looking ashy no more, let's do this brows. So for your brows, you're gonna need 3 things. Your brow brush. You're going to need whichever concealer that you use. And after you get your concealer, you're gonna get your brow brush for your conceal. So these are the 3 things that, well, I actually use 4, sorry. And I use my beauty blender. You're gonna see why. So I usually like this brush. If you ever go to European Wax, this is like my favorite that I've been using so far, but it's all finished. As you guys can see, I used it all, so I just used the brush on it. So first thing that I do is if I look to the side, it's because my mirror's there, but I have a handheld mirror too. So first thing that I do is I brush my eyebrows up just so that, you know, they're in the direction it's growing in. And then I just smooth out the top. Again, brush up. Now you guys can see, like, I haven't waxed in like 3-4 weeks. And I've been taking this biotin and it's making all my hair grow crazy no matter where it is. So I like to brush it up so that I can get the hairs out the way. Next, I am going to take my brush. It's not really a brush. This is actually a pencil. This is an eyeliner actually, but I just use it because it's brown. It's dark brown. So this is a major tip for your brows. Major tip. You're going to want to take your eyebrow and just lift it up so you can see your arch. Real simple, right? Then with a light hand, you see my pinky going up. With a very ever so light hand, I like to start with the front. And then I do the curve. That's it. You see what I did there? Took my pencil, I lifted it up. So you see all these little hairs under, don't worry about it. We're gonna conceal that. You're not even gonna see it. You just wanna get the shape of your eyebrow, which you want. So I start a little bit forward from where my actual brow starts. I'm gonna come closer. So you see, this is where my brow starts. I did the line a little bit ahead. This is where my brow ends. I want it to drag a little bit, so I moved it over some. Next, I'm gonna do the other side. Again, just to make sure everything's brushed good and nice. I'm just brushing everything up. Then again, you take your eyebrow, lift it up. I can stay over here. Then you just trace your natural brow underline. And you want to like drag it a little bit extra. Remember guys, your eyebrows are sisters. They are not twins. I'm just making this line a little bit darker so I can see. So they're not always going to match up like how you think they are. I know I look crazy right now, but trust the process. Now, this is my method of filling in the brows. So I lift it up again, and then I just start filling in, you know. But when you get like, so this is gonna be hard to show you guys. So you're gonna, let me do this brow first so that you guys can actually see the visual. So you're going to, I always brush over. When I get close to the front, I do it way lighter with a lighter hand. Wherever your arch is, I just like follow that arch and bring it down. So I bring it down so that it can like kind of match. Even though it's gonna look messy, like just trust it. It's like you're coloring. Think of a child and you're just filling in, right? And then for this part, I just like to, I pretend I'm doing hairs now for the front, because that's the most important part of brows. You see, I just pencil in to where I drew the line, like closer to the front. I'm going to mimic the hairs, and then for the rest I'm just doing long lines. Then you take this, actually mine has a smudger so that, you know, it doesn't look as harsh. I usually just smudge it over. I guess that's like a little cheat code. Right, you know, you want to drag it. You do it with the front. The front, you're gonna go really light. See? It's looking real fuzzy wuzzy, as it should. And I'm gonna show you my another key thing that I do. So I'm gonna just fill this one in real quick. All right, so now I just brush it like to the side and up, so that it gives that faded effect. And then whatever I see I need to fix, like this brow always gives me issues. This brow always top notch. So that's why I said your brows are not twins. They're just sisters. And one sister is always going to be more difficult than the other. So you just got to do your best and like do what it do. Oh. Okay. And there it goes. Now, now for the concealing part. So I do my concealing a little bit different. So I'm going to use the shade Deep and LA Girl Concealer. I take my concealer brush. I'm gonna push up some concealer and put my brush in. I don't take that much. I'm really not that much of a concealer girl. And what I'm gonna do is, again, I'm gonna lift it up. And when I'm concealing, I like to like get as close to the line as I can. I'm gonna be looking over here, but when I go on this brow, you guys are gonna see. But especially with this one, this brow was the tricky brow. So I'm gonna trace my line, and like if I did over or too much of something, I'm gonna go over that so that it doesn't show. So that's how like you fix up your brow. Not me saying like that, but that's how you fix up your brow. So I'm gonna lift it up, and I get real close to the mirror because that's how you can see. I get real close. Like the front is really good. Boom, that's how it should look under. Then I just wipe the excess. I actually need a little bit more concealer. I usually use a very minimal. Yep. And for the highlight part, boom, I put the extra there. So now I just like color in, color. And I put some in the front too. And you're gonna see why as this look comes together. Push it to the front. Boom. That helps with that effect too. And you just continue to brush it. Don't like over brush it either, because then you're gonna mess up what you actually did and what you want to keep. So you're just gonna like go over it. Keep on brushing it so that it don't look too harsh. Boom. See how it's starting to look like a little something. See the concealer? It's gonna make your brows look like sisters for real. Because my brows, they be looking like cousins before I conceal anything. I know my face look just crazy right now. For this brow, like, it don't look bad. Sometimes if I know I have too much on it, I'll just like start coloring in the middle. I hope you guys can see. Boom. And there you go for brows. That's how you do the bottom. Now the trickiest one is the top. So this is why you need the beauty blender. Mine is still a little damp, but that's okay. So you're gonna take your beauty blender and you're just gonna blend it out. Blend that concealer out. Now for the top conceal, I have two foundations. I have my Fenty that I use for the summer. Then I have my Fenty that I use for the winter. I still have my summer complexion. So I use the one for the summer because I don't have the proper color for. So I pour one pump. It's really supposed to be like half a pump because I really do not need all this, but I use the concealer for something else too, so it's okay. Then I take some of this, not much, like this is good enough. Boom. Then I'm gonna mix it so I can get my shade. I mix it with the back of the brush. Boom, boom. But it's gonna be mainly like foundation, but the concealer makes it like one shade lighter. So foundation and concealer is a good thing to try. So I do like that. Then I just get a little bit because this part can be so tricky. So I take it on my brush. Now I like to like smooth it all across. Like you see how this is like flat, but how when I was going under, it was more like the tip. So, ooh, my hands are shaking. All right, so it's gonna go like this. Like this. And then I go in and I connect the tail. Boom. So then I do the next one. And then you see how this piece, it got like a highlight to it. It's no biggie. You just wipe the excess in the middle. You just keep on cleaning. And boom. Then you take your beauty blender again. I like to do the middle. And y'all, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Like, I used to like not use this ring light, so my blending wasn't on point. But now that I use the ring light, it helps me with my flashback and everything. Just making sure everything is blended. And that's my eyebrow tutorial. Thank you guys for tuning in to my YouTube video. If you guys want more content like this, please just comment down below. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and stay tuned for my next video. Bye. So as my how I forget my toner? Like what? 1 second. So, oh.